All right, my man, I need y'all to state your name one by one, starting with you, man.
Walt Williams from the Bronx.
Okay, and your name?
Dwayne from Brooklyn.
All right, Dwayne from Brooklyn. All right, my man, we're here to talk about Knick basketball. Y'all on Nickavelli TV. I want to thank you for your time. All right, what era of the Knicks are y'all familiar with?
Well, actually, the Knicks when Patrick Ewing was in his primes, and him and Willis Reeds, and there was always building stacks together. And Willis Reed was good. Was actually good. He had a knee injury that sort of interrupted his
Career.
His career.
Do you remember how he got that knee injury?
Not exactly. Well, accumulations of. I think it was accumulation of it, but I don't know what the exact.
Wear and tear of playing hard games back then.
Yeah, the exact accident was accumulation of a number of accidents, but it may have been an initial accident instead of accumulations of many accidents.
Okay,
but I don't remember which one it was.
Now, when we talk about Knick basketball, right? What did you like about Willis Reed's game?
He was the game. He was the crowd pleaser, and he was a scorer, and as well as a center. He was a scorer, and I couldn't say he was as good as UCLA top player. But actually, I think he was best. I don't think he was good as 7'4", 7'3".
Chris Porzingis?
No, the light skin was at that time 7'3".
What?
UCLA, the light skin center for that went to the NBA from UCLA. The light skin player.
Oh, I can't get the name, but moving right along, let's talk about
Pat. That's my boy.
Talk to me about
I
Pat.
love all the Knicks players from Darryl Dawkins, Clyde Frazier, Clyde the Glide, but I became a Knickerbocker fan, a true Knickerbocker fan, in the 84-85 season when we drafted Patrick Ewing out of Georgetown because they lost to the finals in the 84-85 finals to North Carolina, who at the time MJ was on that team, Michael Jordan. So I felt bad for my boy Pat because he was a top 5 in college, coming from Georgetown under Coach Thompson. Then he became a Knickerbocker. I became a Knick fan full force, and he came in there on a storm. He let it be known who he was about. He was a 7-footer, blocking machine, workhorse, can score. You know what I'm saying? He loved the game.
Do you think Patrick Ewing get the respect he deserves?
Yes, but only thing I felt bad about is like towards the end of his career because the injuries accumulated, but he still came out to work and to play, which is his work, and play despite injury. He never cried about it, never used it as an excuse like some players do these days. But he still played. I mean, should we had a championship, a couple under him? Yes, because look at the squads we had. We had some squads back then, but we always fell short due to the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, so you blame Jordan for Ewing not getting
Not
right?
really. I blame the Knick organization as a whole because you're one of the richest teams in basketball, if not the richest. You know what I'm saying? Money-wise. And they're known for giving has-been players big contracts, and then they don't perform to the like we get them when they on their last wheel, like LJ, Ramamon. I mean, he had a couple good seasons in New York until he hurt his back, and then they was paying him all that money, but he wasn't producing. Then you had Allen Houston, who was an excellent shooter, pure shooter. Nothing. He just was scared to get touched. He played no D. And New York was a defensive-minded team first, then score. That's what made us so great. That's what made a lot of the teams hate us in the East because they didn't like how they played D.
Yeah. We followed suit from
the Detroit Bad Boys. That's a fact. And I was so mad that everything was a Jordan. Jordan is fouled. You blow by him. You blow on him, they call him foul. And a lot of times he did not get fouled. A lot of times Jordan did offensive fouls with that hook that he do. Now they want to start calling it against players. But why you wasn't calling that shit against Jordan? That's cheating. To me, it's cheating.
Now, my opinion about as far as the '80s, the all-time scorer, center scorer, Kareem Jabbar, basically
Knicks basketball
Knicks,
game.
Knicks basketball.
Remember, we're not going to
Willis,
nobody else.
Willis Reed was the top scorer at that time, but actually he wasn't. He was outdone by someone else, unfortunately. Now, what it is that as far as the new era coming in, Michael Jordan, actually you have to give it to what it is. Actually, Jordan and his Jordan rule and his type of technique overruled Knicks. I think overruled Knicks basketball. His technique was a little bit more dynamic than Knicks basketball. Basically, well, one reason you could say.
So let me ask you this: are you familiar with players like Dave DeBusschere, Bill Bradley?
Yes.
Still shoot.
Talk to me about Bill Bradley.
Well, I mean, I was young, but these guys came and played, these guys came in and played pure basketball day in and day out. They came, they knew that was their job, but they also loved the game. The passion that they showed is way different than the passion that the players showed today, because today these dudes are all getting mega. Like, see, look, to me, money changed everybody. It really changed the way how the basketball game is played because of all these new rules. Now you can't even express yourself like they do because without getting attacked or whatever the case may be. Guys is in it now for the money. They figure because of their talent, they only run on their talent. But then you only perform it so well, and then you get hurt. What then? I mean, they still getting all this money, and they're not coming to entertain for the people.
Do you think that's the problem for today's Knicks? Like, you heard of the boy Kevin Knox, Chris Porzingis,
Yeah, that's what
Mitchell Robinson.
Yes, I mean, Knicks still could we could get back to where we were back in the '70s. Get to that type of team caliber ball players and playing ball, but they got to play Knick basketball. They can't try all these other new types of ways. Stick to what the
Now, when you say Knick basketball, what do you consider Knick basketball?
grind out, play hard, play defense. Defensive mindedness first. Your offense is gonna follow. As long as you got good defense, your offense is gonna follow. But
This is why this guard heard of Frank Ntilikina, right?
Yes, I like him.
Now he catch a lot of slack. That's the most controversial point guard. A lot of people say, "Oh, his offense ain't all that,"
But the boy defense is impeccable.
and defense win
And
games.
defense wins it. And you don't know it, but he can get it. I've seen him do it. He'll get you a quiet 15, a quiet 7 or 8 assists. But then you see that he got 2 or 3 steals, 2 or 3 block shots, 2 or 3 things and aiding and getting turnovers. The boy is all, and plus he's young. And he's a overseas player. Remember, overseas, one of them foreign players, because that's a lot of things. A lot of times the Knicks were scared to bank on trying to get people, unlike the Spurs. But I like this kid. I love him, man. And he's only going to get better as he gets older, because now he'll add the better scoring in his repertoire that he already has as a good defensive player. As a good defensive, and he's what you would call, he's not a all-star yet, but he's working his way to that. He's a good mediocre point guard, in my sense, that can only get better as he plays the game.
You know about Mitchell Robinson?
Now, Mitchell Robinson, I didn't do my homework on him, but I've heard some good things about him.
Yeah, he broke Summer League records.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's looking good. I like the Knicks at least making a go for that HC this year.
For the playoffs?
Yes, but hopefully, like during the season, like when you got the trade, when you can acquire some players during the trade deadline, or that we pick up somebody. I ain't gonna lie, man. I wish LeBron would have come to New York. We'd have paid him a 250 stack.
Nah, some say LeBron's scared to come to New York because of the pressure.
Do you think?
But I know he would do good, man, because niggas are gonna want to play around him. They see what you do. You lead by example. That's what all good leaders do. You lead by example. And LeBron, not giving, even though he probably don't want that pressure, but he's a good leader. Just him naturally, he's very humble. He's a humble guy. He really don't see LeBron in too much controversy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like about him. That's why I wish he would have a Knickerbocker.
And what you think about Chris Porzingis?
I like this kid. I mean, despite at first I was like, I don't know who the fuck this is when they was doing the draft, and I was like the other New York fans, Christopher Porzingis, who? What the? We're like, y'all, all these different picks we could, y'all got him. But when I seen him play, I changed my tune. I like his game, boy, all around.